Hi, this is Erica Glessing, and I'm coming to you live from my living room. And I wanted to share with you a tool that you can use right away to plan your 2016. And I've got kids in the background, so this is live, real nitty gritty stuff. Um, every year, what I do is I look at the year ahead and I start planting seeds for what could dramatically change and shift everything in my life. So I just basically ask for everything to show up. And I go through different parts of my life where I'd like to see significant changes. So this is just not like rocket science, but at the same time, the practice of writing down and setting things into motion that are a change from your present can have amazing results. So I'm just going to share with you one of the things I did last year. As I said, what if all the books written by all the authors of the company that I run become bestsellers? And now all of these experts are #1 best-selling authors. And if I hadn't done this process, I'm not sure that would have happened. So that's one thing I do. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do the 1-year self-prophecy letter. Okay? So what I'd like you to do is get out a crayon or a pencil or a pen. And Madeline, can you come here and help or stop making that noise? Thank you. That's my daughter. Okay. So this is how it works. And it is flat out magic. This is just magic. This tool's magic. So this tool works beyond belief. If you do nothing else, do this tool. And then I'm also teaching a 3-week class. You can join that. We'll go through things way slow. But right now, what I would like you to do is go into kind of a state of thoughtful introspection and start pretending it's 2016 December. And so if you do Christmas, you can say, like a dear family or dear self. It is Christmas 2016. And then just look around you at Christmas 2016 and talk about the amazing things that happened. So it could be, I loved it when I traveled this year to Copenhagen, or Rome was so amazing in the summer, or I'm living with the love of my life, and his energy blesses me every day, or something that shows you're in 2016 and it's completely different from your life right now. And just invite that in and go through and write the letter. Actually sit down. I do it on a computer, or I'd show you, but I'll put it is 2016, and then I'll put I'm so thankful to have built. One of the things I'd like to have happen for me in 2016 is to build a family foundation. So I'm going to put into December 2016, thank you for all the contributions that showed up so that I could have such a beautiful family foundation and could be committed in my philanthropic activities beyond what I have committed in the past. So let's just say that's something I'm putting into 2016 in my self-prophecy letter. And just keep going through the letter. Just play with the energy of what might show up, and then just write down. And here's one more thing that I ask you to do. And, I'm not always in using the tools of access consciousness, but sometimes I use them. And so what I'd ask you to do is have 3 things be flat out. If you're still breathing, it's likely they're going to show up, like maybe I'm thankful I'm still on the planet or something, or I'm thankful my kitties are loving or something like that. So you want to have at least 3 items that are flat out going to show up if you just do what you're doing. Then I'd ask you to be 3 absolutely unbelievably magical, impossible, dreamy, oh my gosh, if they showed up, you'd just be like, oh, what would life be like if that showed up? So maybe it's becoming a facilitator, or maybe it is having a best-selling book, or maybe it is owning your own home outright that's beyond all your wildest dreams. So have 3 things on your list that are just so flippant unbelievable that they challenge every molecule of you. And then have a couple that are in the middle where, for me, I'd like to 10 times my income. So 2015, I 10 times my income from 2014. This is actually, I've actually hit 10 times and it's October. So it'll actually be even stronger by the end of the year. So then I'm going to ask 10 times again. So I'm going to see my income 10 times from 2015. And that's like what I call something that is absolutely achievable. It may cause some things to change in my life, but it's not so flippant out there that I can't possibly get there with any stretch of the imagination. So 3 things that you absolutely almost for sure will have, like, again, I use the example of I'm in a great relationship with my kitties. And then 3 things that are, like for me, having a new family foundation be in place for my philanthropic activities. It's totally doable, slightly challenging, but it's not something that, be impossible. And then the 3rd thing would be a just big old wild, hairy, what could crazy possibly magically show up. And for me, let's just say that's owning my own home at the end of 2016. That's kind of crazy wild in California where I live. So let's just look at that energy of all those things we've just asked 2016 to bring to us. And then just sit in the space of owning that list and just let it kind of percolate in your system and bring some energetic brightness into your life and some charge, some feeling. You don't have to know how to get to anything at this point. We're just putting things into 2016. That was really good. Thank you all. Thank you for listening. If you like that, you're welcome to join me in my class, 10X Success. It's something I'm teaching in a 3-week teleseries where we're going to go through and map out 2016 with kind of fun and joy and what could be great. And then really start just getting the energy of those things into our lives so we can have them manifest in our realities. So thank you so much for coming. Mwah.